memo kaga naka sosi kwaro naka yewe Masamilo KZ Big Neil Lego yeah naka so yeah naka so naka gangwele say that tiano bonatazia milena gato wana ne wako Kopia ikwa naka zunkwa kenune anaka Leli ekenele yakina oh na oh ea oh Kono yamba ke gozoga kone klepye we kwembye diwe wase Mane webe everything was just okay. Everybody was dancing. I am Baba. Nobody was me. Everything was just shaking. Some of them were just shaking. The man just shaking. I saw you. She won't come for me, GB. She won't come to me, love me. Yeah, but you have to love. Everybody says she got true love. You're looking for true love. They have to find true love. You found the day you sweet. Your body inside. The person you're living because they want you to forget. You better be careful because if you get in the milk, they will never go for the town.
All right, guys, let me see here. I'm trying to make sure my sound is good to go. So when you are following the show, let me know. All right, looks like I got a good sound. Let's get a show on the way now. Sorry, I try to make sure the sound is good.
Kaya memo kaga naka sosi kwaro naka yewe Masamilo KZ Big Neil Lego yeah naka so yeah naka so naka gangwele say that tiano bonatazia milena gato wana ne wako
kazu kwa kenune anaka Neli ekene oh na oh ea oh Konu yamba ke gozo ke kone kempie we kwembie die we wase Mane webe
everything was just okay. Everybody was dancing. I am Baba Ow. Eat a man Ow. Nobody would eat me. I buy everything was just shaking. Saka memo just shaking. The month just shaking. I saw ye. She won't call me GB. She won't show me loving. Yeah, but he happy to love. Everybody says she for true love. They looking for true love. They have to find true love. You find baby, you sweet. Your body intact. They pressing your lip because they won't take you to bed. You better be careful because if you get in the milk, they will never go for the cow. Ayo, nagano. Ayo, nagano. Lera nagalea. Wewa yo, lera nagalea. Toy wayo. Lera nagalea. Mekliwo wayo, eya, lera nagalea. Uwego wayo. Minagale no legeli. Agala kweme sobiele. Tiano plaisa. Eya o. Kante we moka we ma na kale say samale yo say you ule kato kakamo samale
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the platform. This is the voice of Sino. Let's go to Grand Bassa here. That was Nema County.
If you would take me today, baby, I'll be the happiest. If you would do me the honor, baby, and be my wife. Hey, yeah. Hey, my dude, I'm okay, man. Hey, my dude. Hey, my dude. Hey, my dude. Mon get married, my dude. Hey, my dude. Hey, my dude. Mon get married, my dude. Hey, my dude. Hey, my dude. Baby, do me the honor, yeah. Do me the honor, yeah. Won't you do me the honor, yeah. You got the key to my heart. Nobody else but you. You're everything I want. Do me the honor, girl. Of being my wife. Won't you do me the honor, girl? Of being my wife. I can't my do. And I do. Won't get mad at my do. And I do. Won't get mad at my do. And I do. Baby, do me the honor. Baby, do me the
I'm saying you. I got you. All right, guys, share with your friends. We're going to be starting the show in a little bit today. I got something brand new for you. Something brand new for you. Yeah, Porleah, I'll bring you on shortly. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, let me see here. I think you came and left first. Yeah, I saw you. I saw you. You're good to go. You're good to go. I got you. Let's see here. I wanted to bring something else here for us. I wanted to take out the ground jitter a little bit. All right, let's see. Let's go ground jitter and then we'll get started. You can see me? Huh. Oh, wow. All right, the people will see you.
Aha! United States of Club money, I knew people. Mama Cassie Raboja. Mama Etokwe, Vice President. I'm a boy. Our superstar, more about Bewa. I am with Bawaya with Baki. Sina San Adepa. I'm a queen mouse. I'll blame you. Yes, Raboja, Mondo. Yes, I won't bring your grandly. No. Yes, if you're Wednesday, Mom, you're Wednesday, my Joseph, people, Yelene. I can't dance up where they do ya.
Hold on, let me see here. I think I have a little technical glitch here. Let me see. Let me try this one more time. Let's see how it's gonna play out. Somebody said we're not playing. Yeah, I'm not hearing myself. That's right. Let me see. We'll have an input problem here. Give me a second. This one. What are you getting me? No, you can't hear me. You hear me now? Okay, excellent. All right, let's see. All right.
KZ.
Yeah, I had a sound problem just now, but it should be good now. It's good now. All right, let's see. Let's do it this way now, guys. Sorry, it's a little technical problem back here, but we gotta go to Grand Jita a little bit, and we'll get the ball rolling here.
Aha! United States of Club money, I knew people. Mama Jesse Raboja, Mama Eto Kwe, Vice President. I'm a boy. I'm superstar. I'm a boy. I am a boy. I'm a bucket. Soon as I do, I'm a prima. So I'm playing you. Yes, Raboja, Mondo. Yes, I won't play your way. You know, Mammy of your Wednesday. Yes, if you're Wednesday, Mammy of your Wednesday, my just a quick one, Yelene. I can't tell where they do ya. Eto Koko, my blessed walk at Luamu. See my young woman when you did again. My name, my name is a Manda Vita Gelago. Veta one day, Managa went away. And a boy, and I get any beyond this. Are you quickly over? Mama Ivania, with Veta Timonsu, no near one day of you. Aye, there's a young man, the Mamu. Maya, very Ruboga, I'll very Ruboga that you want to Ruboga. Go your good, you know. Mother, you don't know where out. You don't know. You're not about the way. My way, you're not cheating the way. My way is a super blind way. So I did not know what you're about. I can't look at you. I'm not a mama in your way. I know my is a one by my Mother Bonija. My body, I won't play. Look at my dear, my family. I'm not way up. I don't mind where can you be body down there. Body, no. My way out. No, I can't make it. My dear, my family. I want to run you. Body, Mother Tina, wake up. Tina won't play you, but you know I won't play you. No, my children on their way, my name and you come down. I'll be Matio, I will bring you at you. Can you get you look at what we should know? I think they were by now. Ellen Taru, I saw a day you're queen. Since your galago, I never want to run you about. But you know, there's a get the Mamlu and I.
Porleah, I'm muted. What do you want mute?
Martina won't call you. Yeah, I want my soul. Parabapia, I put my soul, Papa. Monaya, I won't play you. I want Yata was so National Mara, Monaya, Asa Mama, Mara Rebecca Tere. I will cry Monso. I've got some Krah, some man, and my wall, Sisu, Radio Continental.
All right, guys. That's a little bit of Grand Jita right there. We are about to start the show here. All right, let's see. I want to get you this picture right here before I get the ball rolling for you. There's a picture that I wanted to show you here. This is okay. This is another one. Perfect. And so, all right, guys, please share with your friends so they can be a part of the show. This is Voice of Sign, one of the best shows on Facebook. Porleah, I'm trying to get your picture here before I get you on here. Just uploaded the picture here. Let me get it for you. Let me bring the minister picture down. There's a reason why I got it up there. Give you a second. Let me go back to this here. I think I got it right here. Please share with your friends. We'll be right with you. Let me get the picture up and we'll get going. It's loading. Take a little bit. It takes a little while here to come up. Why it's loading? I think I should pick up my share. It's taking a little while to come up. Yeah, why it's loading? Let me get this to you quickly. I want to get that image out there.
Dear boy, we are giving you your flowers for the good things you have done. We are giving you your flowers for providing good leadership. We are giving you your flowers, man, for making us so happy. We are giving you your flowers for restoring our dignity. Oh. Thank you, mama. Thank you. Thank you, mama. Thank you. Thank you, mama. For this nation, Liberia. Mama Ellie, thank you. Mama Ellie, thank you.
All right, this is what I want to get out here before we get going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. This is the Voice of Sign in the diaspora with Darke, Saryorpodeh, the Esoteric. And I will put the extension there later. But I'm happy to be here with you. It's a beautiful day. And you see, there's a picture that you are seeing right before you. And that's the reason why I'm putting the picture up there, so you can see it. The Voice of Sano, for a long time, we have been interviewing a lot of people, especially females, co-hosts. We have been looking for co-hosts for a long time. Let me put that on mute, the feedback over there. So after several months, we eventually, after going through an avalanche of resumes and qualified people, we eventually last week we were able to hire somebody to be a co-host on the Voice of Sino. And so that's the image you are seeing right now, and she is with me. So it's a happy day for us to have, because what we believe in is gender equity. And so we don't want to bring two males here to be talking about issues. And so we did our best, and we were able to find one of the females in the community, highly respected and educated. She quite abreast with issues, both for local and geopolitics. And so I'm happy today to introduce to you my co-host, Madam Porleah Krah, if you like, Mrs. Porleah Krah. So I want to bring it out here for you so you can see. Madam Krah, you are live now on the Voice of Sino. All right, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Is it okay? Can I go in and say a word too?
Yeah, go ahead. The platform is all yours.
Okay, all right. Hello everyone. I just want to say hi to your audience. I'm excited to be joining the team. Esoteric, I want to tell you thank you for having me on board. I just want to introduce myself briefly. He said, my name is Porleah Krah, Mrs. Porleah Krah. Born and raised in Liberia, Monrovia. My father, Mr. David Krah. Sorry.
It's all right.
It's
It's a
not,
glitch.
ain't that something? I mean, it's something where your father and your husband have the same name.
Right.
So my dad is David Foley, from the Wedja district in Sando County. My mother, Susanna Foley, they're both late, um, from Putu Jaudi. So they're both from their end, especially my dad, being from Waya District, Sino County. So I am a native of Sino. And I just want to say, I just want to point out there. So sometimes I may not get into issues concerning Sino, but I think I feel obligated sometimes to get involved. And I think it is my right to get involved, when I please to do so because I'm from there as well, like everybody that's from there. So, but I'm a Widener University graduate. I got my bachelor's in nursing at Widener University. That was 2008. So, currently, practicing as an RN. I have four beautiful children, and I have so many children, but four biological children. So, and as you all know, everybody in the Sapo community knows my husband, David Krah. So I'm excited to be here. And let me just say, I do not have, uh, when it comes to politics, at this point, I do not have a side. I'm like try to be neutral, but I'm also going to be speaking to things that I believe in, to issues.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's all I wanted to say.
All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's my co-host. That's Madam Krah right there for you. She has political views. She has views on issue, but she is basically independent. Okay. So that's what she's saying. In other words, so Madam Cry again, welcome on the team. I'm happy to have you. So at this point, I want to share our agenda with the audience so that they will know exactly what we'll be talking about today. Most so, since it is your first day, you might not have a lot to say
Right.
on the trending topics. Do you have headphones or something? Yeah, I'm getting feedback.
Oh, okay. So let me put it in here.
Yeah. All right, so while you're doing that, let me get my agenda out there.
How's that?
Far better. That's
Okay.
perfect. All right. All right. So, guys, again, this is the voice of Sandro. If you're following, welcome. I'm seeing a couple of people. Anita, gracious, welcome aboard. The I see Mr. William Mana is following the show. T. Simile Panto is following the show. I'm seeing Anthony Dixon. How you doing, sir? Welcome aboard. Geraldine Verdia. How you doing? Welcome aboard. Victoria Davis is also following the show. Sylvester Pine. How you doing? Alfred Tar. Lloyd Jelly. How you doing? Matilda. How you doing? Welcome aboard. Jackson Williams. Actually, Doris. How you doing? Welcome aboard. Cooley Morris, Madam Francis Claire Myers, and others. I'm not seeing all of you. So welcome aboard. It will be a beautiful show today. Jerome, welcome aboard. All right, so let me just share the agenda with you teams that we'll be talking about today. So the first thing here, we'll just do shout out to people that celebrated their birthdays over the past week. We'll just do shout out to people. Next, for our talking points today, this one here, I call this who will secure the support of Senator Milton Teahjay in a midterm election. Mistress Grace Scottland Brimah or Mr. Thomas Romeo Quioh. All right, so the midterm election is coming up, and all the political leaders in the county, they are supporting our candidates. So we want to know who Senator Milton Teahjay will be supporting. The next one here, I also have here, will Senator Teahjay deliver Reverend Shadrack Kolo Saywon to the political promised land? Okay, so we want to go into detail on that shortly. Next one for our talking points today. I also have here why Representative Matthew Zarzar stands a better chance to be Senator Teahjay in 2023. All right. And basically, the show is more so political today. And then the last one we'll be talking about here women in politics. What does Liberia stand to gain with more women in government? All right. So that's a question we'll also be talking about. So that out of the way, those are the talking points for today. And let's just go to the greetings here, Madam Krah. Let's go to the greetings here, and I will get the pictures out here for us quickly. Not in particular order. So I will get to the images here that we have for. Let me see the first person that coming up here. All right, let's do this one right here. The first person here is Madam Ide Poa. Madam Ide Poa celebrated her birthday a couple of days ago. And so we like to use the opportunity to say, okay, so before I do that, let me give a little background who Madam Poa is if you don't know her. Madam Ide Poa is the founder and CEO of an organization called Bless the Children Foundation in the US here. She caters to children in Liberia that have medical issues and stuff like that. She is also was also the vice president of the Graduate Association in the Americas. And I think last election she also contested to be the national president, but unfortunately she was relegated by Mr. James Yubote. And guess what? I supported her too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pro females. All right, so that's Madam Poa, a little bit of Madam Poa. And so she celebrated her birthday, like I said, a couple of days ago. So we want to use the opportunity to say happy belated birthday to Madam Poa. And we wish you many more years. Ms. Krah, you have something to say?
I just also want to shout out, like, I wish I had the names of those people earlier. I would, send a shout out to them. But yes, happy birthday to Edith. May God richly bless you.
All right, so that's Madam Poa, and I want to bring the next one here, next person up here for you. Let's see. Let's put this young lady here too. Sophia Carter, last name now. She based in Minnesota. She also celebrated her birthday. Sophia Carter. She was the treasurer for, I think the treasurer or the financial secretary actually for the Minnesota chapter of the Sapper Association during the administration of Robert Tuba. So she celebrated her birthday as well. So Sophia, we want to say on behalf of the platform, my co-host, Madam and all the viewers, and on behalf of President Francis Myers and all the members here, we want to say happy belated birthday to you. All right, so Madam Krah, you want to add something to that? It's up to you.
No, well, I just want to shout out everybody because I don't have the names. I just want to shout out everybody that's celebrating birthday. Right now, I mean, especially for our climate right now, we turn around and people, with the pandemic, people are losing their lives left and right. So for me, birthday is a big thing for me. Everyone that knows me knows that birthday is a big thing for me simply because, just grateful to see another day. So I just want to bless God for you guys, everyone that is celebrating the birthdays today. May God bless you and celebrate like there is no tomorrow.
All right, excellent. All right, so that's one person. Let me see another person here that I want to do a shout out to here. The next one here is the I think assistant minister at the Ministry of Finance, Republic of Liberia. That's Honorable Ojukwu Yimpan also celebrated his birthday. So Mr. Yimpan, we want to say happy belated birthday to you. Wish you many more years. Yeah, that's a beautiful picture there. Madam you want to add something to that? Go ahead.
Well,
That's
as for Ojukwu, I know Ojukwu personally, so I know I sent him a message on Facebook earlier this week when the birthday post was up. Mr. Minister, I was in Liberia. He treated me right. So yeah, so wish you well, man. Wish you well.
all right. That's our minister right there. Let's see who else I have here for shout out. I think that's another image here for the minister. Yeah, he's quite photogenic. All right, let's see quickly before we go to the other topics here. Yvonne. I think Yvonne also. Yvonne. You know Yvonne, right?
Not quite.
Yeah, she's the daughter of Mother Mary Doctor.
And I'm not seeing a picture. Okay. I'm not really seeing any picture.
You are not seeing the images?
No, it's just like a plain image. So I'm not really seeing their
All right, but
picture.
They are seeing you. So sorry about that.
Yvonne. That's okay.
We'll settle the technical problem next time.
Right.
All right. So Yvonne, we want to say happy birthday. Voice of Sino wants to say happy birthday to you, and we wish you many more. All right. I think those are the people that I have wanted to do a shout out to here, and that's about it. I think. Yeah. The other picture I don't want to put it. That's you. The people have seen you already. Right. I think, yeah, that's Miss Capet over there again. All right, so that's it. All those are celebrating a birthday, and you are celebrating your birthday today. If we don't recognize you, it's not on purpose. That means we are not seeing you on Facebook. You are not my friend, and that's what it means. But once I see you and you are celebrating your birthday, we'll give you a shout out. But enjoy your big day if you are celebrating your birthday today. All right, let me go to the next thing that we want to talk about here. All right, so this next one here, we're going back to sign of politics, and I like to while we do that, let me get a quick commercial. I want to bring this image out here quickly for us. If you like some images, and so I will do a quick commercial for us here. That is coming up.
Dear boy, we are giving you your flowers for the good things you have done. We are giving you your flowers for providing good leadership. We are giving you your flowers, man, for making us so happy. We are giving you your flowers for restoring our dignity. Oh, thank you, mama. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama.
Oh, I like that song.
Mama Ellen, thank you. Mama Ellen, thank you.
Just hearing it for the first time. That's nice song.
I remember when you took the mom to a leadership in 2006. Everything was apart and the center couldn't even hold. We want to thank you, mama, for putting our pieces back together. Oh, thank you, mama, for giving us sense of direction. Oh, thank you, mama, for restoring our dignity. Oh, thank you, mama, for peace and security. Oh yes, thank you, mama, for bringing back our integrity. How can we let you go? Never say how happy we are. How can we let you go, mama? We're going to appreciate you. Oh, mama, can we let you go? We're celebrating with you. Mama Ellen, thank you. Mama Ellen, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Mama Ellie, thank you. Okay, I just got the.
Oh, you just got it, huh? Okay.
I just got it.
Yeah, the guy, they're appreciating President Ellen Johnson.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, so that's son of God, dear boy. All right,
Oh
so
wow.
guys, welcome back to the Voice of Sino. Let me see. I think I gotta bring that music down so I'll be able to see this image that I want to pull out here. All right, so welcome back to the show. The next thing I want to talk about here, the 2020 December 8th midterm election is coming up in Liberia, and Sano County is no exception. And so, because of what is obtaining now in the country, all the candidates that are contesting. So on the screen there for you is one of the candidates. Her name is Grace Scottland Brimah. Hopefully I'm pronouncing the last name right. And so everybody have been reaching out to the Senator of Sano County, Senator Milton Teahjay. For Mr. Augustine Chia, for sure you can go to him because he is contesting himself. And other political leaders in the county, they have already supported, they have declared their intention. So let's say, for example, Representative Zarzar has declared his support to Augustine Chia, and the same is true for Representative Krah Duncan, the late Nabishlaw. He also wanted to support Senator Chia. So right now, the only person, Senator Teahjay, we don't know for sure whether he's going to support Mr. Chia. It's not too clear because, politically, he doesn't get along with practically everybody. And Mr. Zarzar and the chairman of the caucus, they are all beyond Senator Chia. So we don't know for sure but what I can tell you for sure is that Madam Grace Scott has been reaching out to him the last time they were together in Unification Town for the July 26th celebration. And the same thing, Mr. Madam Krah, I'll bring you down a little bit so I can show the other image here quickly. Let's see here. I got the little something in the way here. All right. Okay, I wanted to bring Mr. Quioh, and I will also bring you on here so we can be 3 here. We can bring up to 4. All right. All right. So these are the candidates. Let me take that. Take the agenda point over there. Is blocking the image over there. Okay. So these 2 candidates. That's Mr. Romeo Quioh, and then the lady at the top there, Madam Grace Scott. So they have been trying to get the support of Senator Milton Teahjay of Sano County. He's a big, the guys are calling political B-52. And so everybody's trying now to secure the support of the B-52. But then the question is, who will be lucky to get the support of Senator Teahjay? Is that Mr. Romeo Quioh or Madam Grace or Scott? Okay, if you ask me, let's play a little mental. Let me do my little calculation here, the way I'm looking at things. I'm not too sure whether Senator Teahjay is going to support Mr. Romeo Quioh, but I cannot erase that possibility. It's possible that he supports him. But, the people they have been bashing Mr. Romeo Quioh, that when he was assistant superintendent on Senator Milton Teahjay, the GSC and the LCC reports are out there, and both of them, they were indicted for corruption. So when Senator Teahjay supports Mr. Quioh, it would be as though the same corruption thing is coming back to the people of Sano County. You have to understand the people have something to say when something bites you or something bites you, the leaf touches you, you get paranoid, you get afraid. And also, if Mr. Teahjay goes beyond Mr. Romeo Quioh, it will terrify the people of Sano County. Because both men, again, they were indicted for corruption, and Senator Teahjay was taken to court. He was declared guilty. And even the Independence Day Fund, the 2 of them, they were also implicated in the July 26th report, GSC second report. And they said they left the people of Sano County account balance negative $27,000 US dollars. So if Mr. Senator Teahjay supports Mr. Romeo Quioh, I think it will exacerbate his chances of winning. It will make it worse, because right now, as we speak, the probability of Mr. Romeo winning is practically negligible because Mr. Teahjay, he's the candidate for the ruling party, CDC, and he has secured the support of the Sano Legislative Caucus, and Mr. Romeo Quioh was once you were running on the ticket of Liberty Party, or if you led the collaborating political parties, he was running on that ticket. But later on, he got out. So now he is independent. And so an independent candidate going against the ruling party candidate. I mean, what is the probability of the man winning in that situation? And given his history in the county, I'm afraid that Senator Teahjay is not going to support him. If he is doing it, it will be maybe secretly. He's not going to do it publicly. With Mr. Scott, I think she has a better chance of securing Senator Teahjay's vote. But the problem with that, again, maybe he might not come public because she is coming down to say she's a neutral and she clean, and also to get somebody who was implicated into corruption to be campaigning with the person all over the place. It will not make her look good, And so coming down, I mean, and the problem is she has also put herself in a political quandary already. For the fact that she was in, let's just say, Unification Town, and she and Senator Teahjay, they're taking pictures all over the place. So it sends a wrong message to the people that, this lady that is coming down is aligning with Senator Teahjay, who is not getting along with anybody in the county. The man who is attacking all the leaders in the county, including the superintendent. And now this woman says she's coming to reconcile the people. She wants to go into agriculture. She wants to help the women. But now she is aligning with Senator Teahjay. So the question that we are asking here is, who want to secure the support of Senator Teahjay? Is the support, if Senator Teahjay is supporting somebody, is he going to do it overtly or covertly? If you ask me, that will be done covertly. He's not going to do it overtly, because it would be detrimental to whoever candidate you're supporting, And so that's how I see it. That's something we want to bring to you. But again, anything is possible. Politics, the people will say, is number. And so Senator Teahjay has some supporters in the county. But I mean, I can assure you for sure Senator Teahjay stands a better chance to win the election. And I don't think Mr. Quioh would jeopardize his chances by making a situation worse. Or the lady that is coming that wants to be the new face, the only face in the Capitol building, to have this guy who is on tape and say, yes, I am corrupt. Corruption power, I get it. To be yeah. Oh yes.
Only up to corruption. Wow.
Yeah, so he's on tape saying that. And so for the lady to get his support up publicly is not a good idea. Okay, it's not a good idea. And so, but Krah, do you have something to say?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, anything is possible, right? My question would be, why is he even a senator right now? Is he a sitting senator right now, and why? If he has that record, why are we voting? Why is he still representing Sino anyway? So that's one thing. But then Liberia is so weird. Like, you would think people would not vote for certain people, and at the end of the day, that person end up winning the election. So, I mean, it's anyone's game, regardless of whether he supports who. But I think the more important thing is these people, the candidates, their character should matter most. Even though I will say, like in Liberia, we say it's a birds of the same feathers flocks together, and show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. So it's like, that there's a high chance if this man have this character and people, and you align yourself with him. Like me personally, I wouldn't think he would be a better person for me to vote for. If you align yourself with a person who has a record and who has admitted to it. It wouldn't make sense to me. But again, Liberia, we are a strange breed of people, and we
I
vote
know.
people in power that has failed us for years. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he supports somebody and that person still wins.
Yeah, there's a possibility. We can't erase that. Yeah, but we are looking at the history. The last election, 2017, he supported Mr. Kolo. Kolo, I think, yeah, Shadrack Kolo Saywon in electoral district number 3, and he was decimated
Mm.
by Honorable Zarzar. I think Kolo got like less than 2,000 votes, but he came second anyway. But he got 1,000 something votes.
Okay.
And even in his own town, Mr. Zaza won in his own town. Think about it. So that's how bad it is for him.
Okay.
So yes, in his own town, you have a candidate in the race that you carry to the people, and then the man beat you in your own town. That's a problem right there.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not a good
Yeah.
look for the candidate. So
Absolutely.
somebody's asking whether Otero Namwe is still running. Kolo, that's a pretty good question. Otelo Namwe actually got out because he wants to contest in electoral district number 2. He wants to run for the late Nabislaw's seat. All right, so he's not running. He was before, he was contesting, but he got out because of the people told him maybe he did calculation, his probability of winning is greater in electoral district number 2, and so he got out of the race. But I also would that's another topic we'll deal with another time. But I think his chances of winning in that district is also slim. All right, so that's the issue of Senator Teahjay, and so people can make the candidates. They are in the race, so they can make the decision for themselves. But I don't think it's a good look. All right. So let's get to the next thing here, Madam Krah. So what else we have here for our viewers? So it was a support aspect of 8. So let me bring these images down. I'll bring Mr. Quioh down as well. All right. So the next one here, I want us to talk about. Shadrack Kolo is the guy that we're also talking about. So I can bring his image here quickly. It's somewhere around here, and I think it's very closer. It's not farther. So please give me a second here. Shadrack Kolo, where are you? I got his image quickly right here. It was just right here. That's all right. So that's this one. Few pictures down. I just had it in a second. Yeah, but while we are doing that, I'm gonna cry. What's the plan for the weekend?
I'm always boiling, right?
Yeah, I follow the activities on Facebook. That's why I'm asking. What
I just have to hang out with some friends later on this evening. So, nothing special.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got somebody here too. That I have to meet up with later. The
Okay.
community leader, and so we're gonna meet with that community leader to cross pollinate a little bit.
Okay.
I think basically that's what I have on the agenda for today. Where is my picture here? Kolo is hiding from us now. I have here a few pictures down here. I was just looking at him. So like I want to show you this picture right here to the audience. The lady that let me just up here. All right, so this is I mean it's not too clear, but I just wanted to put that image out there for you. Shadrack Kolo Saywon, like I already indicated, he contested in electoral district number 3, San County, 2017. He was the guy that the Senator Milton Teahjay supported, and he was beaten massively. But as we speak right now, he is still going. I mean, he still wants the support of Senator Teahjay, And so during the July 26th celebration, the image you are seeing over there, they were together in his town. So the man is still trying to reach out to his former so-called boss man. And so they had this big party and all of that. But what I wanted to think about here is I want us to think about together is whether it's a good idea too for Shadrack Kolo to still be going around with Senator Teahjay, given that the vote, I mean, he did not get the victory he needed. And that's why I'm asking that question. Will Senator Teahjay deliver Shadrack Kolo Saywon to the political promised land? And the promised land of that district is the seat. Because 2023, Mr. Zarzar is running for the senatorial seat going against Senator Milton Teahjay. And so now the question is, when Mr. Zarzar leaves, would that give Shadrack Kolo the victory that he wants? Because he came second to Mr. Zarzar, even though vote was, he didn't reach 2,000 votes. All right. And so if I were Kolo, I think I would have gotten closer to Mr. Zarzar instead of gravitating towards Senator Teahjay, because 2023, Senator Teahjay himself will be fighting for his own survival. You know, and so that's the same man that Kolo is going around with. So I don't know how feasible or how plausible it is that he will win, because for sure I can tell you it is not carved in stone. But what I can say for sure is in electoral district number 3, the person that Mr. Zarzar will support, you have a huge leverage of winning. I'm not saying that is not possible, that somebody cannot go against him, but the candidate that he will take to the people will have a good opportunity or a better chance of winning that district. But Kolo is going towards the man in whose town they beat him. You know, that's a man he's still going after. So will Senator Teahjay deliver the man to the political promised land? That's the question. Any take on that, Porleah?
I mean, he probably may not be able to, like you said, I didn't follow the election with Teahjay, but like you said, when Murphy Zarzar beat in his own home, right? And for the most part, everyone got leverage in their home. Like, you have that home court advantage. So if even in your own home, you can't succeed there, and so I don't see you succeeding outside of that. So the chances are very high that this person may lose this election if he's leaning towards somebody who can't even deliver in his own hometown. So but the other thing I would say is Senator Zarzar willing to endorse this person? Like, does this person believes, and platform aligns with his? Because, I mean, he can look at somebody and say, I just want to help you get elected. But I just don't think it should be that way. Like, that person platform should align, and beliefs and what he thinks they're capable of doing should align with his. Like, if I believe that somebody is corrupt and I'm not going to support you just because maybe we were friends, or I know you. So it depending on if he Zarzar wants to do it, and he should also be mindful as to who he's bringing to these people, because they've trusted him,
Right.
So if he bring this guy, the guy might win, but then let's be mindful this guy don't help tarnish your reputation, because now he's doing, and people may say, oh, we trusted Senator Zarzar. He brought this person. He said this person was good. He supported them. And that's why, because there are some people, believe it or not, there are some people in elections that will vote for people merely, they're not looking at their, the platform, like what they stand for, what they're promising to do. They just vote for that person because this other person who they believe in is aligned with that person. A lot of people do that. Like, they don't say, okay, let me look and see what he's going to do, what he say he's going to do. And they vote for somebody that because they know that another friend of a friend or something. So he should be careful too in that, that's what I wanted to add to that.
Yeah, and besides that, Porleah, another big issue. I think one of the followers just said that uh, Mr. Shadrack Kolo, or Reverend Kolo, if you like, there was a huge problem for me. I will seriously run against him when he is running 2023. Yeah, because you see,
Mhm.
yeah, because the reason is, you see, leadership is tested so many ways, but one of the ways that you can test somebody's leadership ability is when something happened, when something bad happened. So
Right.
during the election, when Mr. Zarzar won, Shadrack Kolo, initially, I mean, he had from his region and other area, he got some big numbers, so his supporters, they were jubilating, and then later on, they're not going against him. So when they declared that Mr. Zarzar won, the guys were jubilating. They were
Mm.
the time because he's from Campbell Town. And so when they got there, Shadrack Kolo supporters attacked Mr. Zarzar supporter.
Mm.
He attacked, they killed one guy
Oh wow.
and they burst one guy. Right now, the guy, he has one eye. They burst the eye. And up to now, Mr. Kolo, Reverend Kolo, has not said anything, no public statement to that effect. He did not, I mean, and we said this over and over during when that incident occurred. Shadrack Kolo has to come public to say something. I mean, you can support people or people can support you, and you
But
still denounce
you
them.
can still denounce them. Yeah,
Right.
the actions. Absolutely.
Right. And so the guy has been quiet practically. Somebody right now, it's called the guy Mark Newman. Mark Newman, now he's wearing glasses, from that incident. They said the guy, Mr. Zarzar supporters, went there and they were teasing them. And so the guy angry and started throwing stones, and that's how one guy died. A lot of people got wounded. So this is the guy now that is still beyond Senator Teahjay, who also is a damaged political commodity. So it's sad. It's sad. And the bad thing is, I always say that you are reverent. You are reverent.
All
And
right.
somebody, your supporter killed somebody, they burst somebody eye, and up to now you are quiet.
Even with the murder, I should call it murder, but
It's a
even with
murder.
somebody,
It's a
even
murder.
with somebody dying,
Yeah.
he still hasn't expressed any disappointment in that person, or maybe has he extended condolences to the family, or did he even acknowledge that this death was done by his supporter? Because that's the first thing. Because sometimes maybe he hasn't acknowledged that and said, I don't believe it's my supporter, and maybe it's coming from the other side. Like people he either be in denial or just flat out deny, say it's not true, it's not my supporter, and maybe that's why he hasn't come out to denounce them, or
Yeah, but
So
the thing is, they assume when you play that car, it's not my supporter. But
right.
then your supporter did not get
You,
killed. Your supporter did not, nobody lose their sight,
right.
So you can tell that
I mean, you
the
can
fault
still
is
deny that whether it's your supporter or not. Anyways, you can still, because
right,
committing, killing somebody is a serious offense. So
right.
whether they're on your side or it's not on your side, you can still show some empathy and denounce that kind of behavior.
He may have done it. I mean,
Maybe
beyond privately, I
privately.
don't know for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, but you are public. You wanted to be a representative, so you are not only limited to the church now. You have to get out of the church or the secret box and come to the people. But he
Secret
did not do
box.
that. Yes, I mean, he's just quiet. The guy is just quiet. He's not saying anything. I mean, the people say, I mean, he got scholarship over there for the children. That's a wonderful thing. But if you're coming to us and you say you want to lead us,
Right.
and then your supporters, the actor on the chlorophyll, and you
Right.
say nothing, there is a serious problem. Why would motivate us now to say, what, let's support Kolo?
Right.
So Kolo is another political dead body. Yeah, for sure. He want to be joining Senator Teahjay. They're going to be going. So let me see what some of the viewers are saying here. Ezekiel has some comment here. He said, on the Zarzar won Kolo Saywon with 5,500 votes. He said he got 1,000, okay, 1,500. All right. See, so that's the issue of Kolo. Yeah, the guys are not playing the political card right in the county, and I think we want to see the guys that are coming up because we are hearing a lot of names. We understand, Madam Kali Jebwede is not understand. She told us that she's going to be contesting. So this guy she will be running against this guy, Kolo. I understand. The other names are coming out. They are not confirmed yet. Madam Carlos Shibe also will be contesting. So we have two females at least now that their names are already in the public. So let's see how it's
For
going
the
to play
same
out.
for the same position for the same
Yeah, because when
representative.
Mr. Zarzar is the representative now for that district, and he will be
Okay.
contesting. He will be going against Senator Teahjay.
Teahjay for the senatorial post. Okay.
Yes. And so the district is open now, because the political lion, or if you like the emancipator, the political Gandhi is leaving. And so all the, the little,
Don't kill all the people.
yeah, all the political butterflies are coming. Just
Well,
kidding.
that would be interesting. So that would be interesting to see.
Yeah, but we are
To
hearing
watch.
some big names for that district. We understand it's not confirmed, but we are hearing that the current minister of public works is thinking about, of course, when Mr. Yimpa gets in the race, it will be done for all those guys, for sure. It will be a landslide. Yeah, but it's not confirmed yet. It just
Okay. Which
all right.
are you
So
talking about?
that's something.
Ochuku
No, his
or
big brother.
Mabutu?
Mabutu, yeah. Mabutu. We don't know yet. We don't know for sure, but it's a possibility because the last show we talked about him a little bit. I mean, when he wins, the probability of becoming a speaker is greater because he has money. He has to to become a speaker. You have to lobby, and you need to have a good pockets.
Liberia. Anything you gotta win in Liberia, you gotta get good pockets anyway. For the most part.
Yeah, so that's it. So the lawmaker, but we don't know for sure. The guy should keep your finger crossed right now. But when he gets there, it will be a done deal. Also, we heard this progressive Mr. Deacon Carlo want to say he's thinking. I mean, that's speculation. I didn't get it from him, but it's another man that wants to contest. As I learned, so that district will be inundated with a lot of political characters, and we want to see how it play out. All right, so that's something. Krah, let's go to the next thing here that I want to talk about. So now the next one here is Mr. Zarzar himself, and I want to be looking at his prospect. Other people are saying he cannot be Senator Teahjay, and others are saying, like me, I am sanguine. I'm optimistic that Senator Teahjay will be politically decapitated. And I want to be giving you, I'm going to be giving you some reasons why, why I think that is the case. Yeah, let's see. Let me bring that image down, and I want to bring out the Mr. Zarzar here. I got an image not too far off. Let me get the image here for you quickly. It's right here. Yeah, but you got a thought to just to be something to learn this about what
not on when it comes to the senatorial polls with Zarzar and Teahjay. To be honest, I'm not sure. I mean, I've heard a lot about them both. I know them. Mr. Zarzar, I kind of met personally when my dad was in Minnesota. He's a friend of. He used to be a friend of my father when he was alive. So I know him, and I know him to be a good individual. But as far as I'm just hearing, like when what's going on in Sino, like I really haven't been paying attention for when it comes to progression, what they're doing, what he's doing there. As far as development or as far as uplifting the people. And I don't know either with Milton Teahjay what he's done so far. Because both of them have been in politics forever. And I'm not really sure what they both have been doing so far for Sapo people, or Sano people, I should say. So,
Yeah,
but it
so
would
the
be
both of
interesting to
them.
see and get to find out and know about. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, it will be a very interesting race. That's something we'll have to follow closely. I wanted to show you something here before we get going here. This is the video right here that I want to share with us. With respect to that, where is it? I think I got it right here. Let me see. Yeah, it will be a very interesting race. That's why everybody will be looking at in most of the one of the focused
And
county.
did he how many years Mr. Zarzar served for? Didn't he just win the election a few for this representative post?
Yeah, he won,
Was that 2 years
and
ago or something?
he was there for, I can say, 4 years or 4 or 5 years, because he
Okay.
completed a gentleman, what they call the
So
guy
by
who
his term.
was there,
Okay.
a while back. So he completed a term. So now he's serving his 6-year term right now.
Okay.
All right. So this, I wanted to play this video for us before we go to Senator. We'll go into the analysis that I want to make here. Something here quickly. Let me put this out here, because I don't want to start this while I think, because we this one something. Let me push it this way. Perfect. And I'll bring that picture down. I want also listen to Senator Teahjay himself first. You know why I say Mr. Zarzar? Yes. Why I'm saying Mr.
We're
Zarzar?
gonna listen to his admission of corruption.
No.
Or what? Which one is that?
You want to hear it? Just so why I'm saying, because for me, I'm an evidentialist. So I like to give the evidence.
Yep,
Yeah.
me
So
too.
let hear from the honorable himself. Whether that war honorable facing, that's another thing. But let's see for now. Let's listen to him.
Everybody is honorable in that, bro.
Representative number 3 in Sino, Honorable Zarzar. Before Zarzar became a representative, there was no high school outside of Greenville. And through his work, we have a high school in Zarzar. Am I hearing those? And I want to thank him for such a brilliant piece of work in our county. Wow. I also would like to report.
So let me play that video. Let me play that again one more time for you. You heard it, right? You heard
I really
him?
can't hear him clearly. I can.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I know you were saying something about Honorable Zarzar, but I really couldn't.
Oh wow. Okay. Let's try it one more time.
Representative number 3 in Sino, Honorable Zarzar. Before Zarzar became a representative, there was no high school outside of Greenville. And through his work, we have a high school in Zarzar. Am I hearing those? And I want to thank him for such a brilliant piece of work in our county. Wow. I also would like to report.
Okay, so Porleah, maybe you are not hearing him.
He wants to report something about high school and like.
Yeah, so he was saying, he was actually giving a report. The lawmakers, they have to make a report, especially when they go on break. When they return, they have to update the people what's going on in their county. And so he was basically, what Senator Teahjay was doing was running campaign for Zarzar. He said, he said, Sino County, outside of Greenville, it was through the effort of Mr. Zarzar that we have the first high school outside of Greenville.
Okay.
And that's why he said,
okay.
Yes. So there was no high school outside of the capital city, but because of Mr. Zarzar, we have
now they have a high school
outside in the Johnson Bell, That's why he's telling us. Yes. So this is a man, this is the video we play to the people. We will tell the people and say, listen to the man himself. Telling us what
the man have done his opponent.
Yes, right. And so that's we are exploring at this point. I want to just explore why Mr. Zarzar stands a better chance in 2023. All right. So I just Mr. Teahjay himself just told us why the people should vote for Mr. Zarzar. Obviously, if I were in the county, I would vote for somebody who builds school for our children. Yes, I'm not going to turn my back on somebody who builds school edifice and support somebody who was declared guilty for corruption. No way. So that's point number one. Porleah, point number two, why I think Mr. Zarzar stands a better chance is that Sano County has a community college right now.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's good.
It has a community college. The
good.
bill was sponsored by Joseph Nambwe and Honorable Mabutu Yimpa. They were senator at the time. And the bill, after they did their work at the upper house, it came to the lower house because the two houses that work in concert. All right. And so when they went to the lower house, Mr. Zarzar was there. And so he was the acting chairman at the time on the committee called Education, the standing committee. And so what he did, he expedited the passage of that bill. And so today, Sano County has a community college. Right.
Okay, because he followed through with the
Right. So right now, our children, they can get 2 years, a degree right now in Sano County.
Degree. Yeah, that's good.
Right. Yeah, he built another elementary school as well in his district in the Vubadi area. He also, even Senator Teahjay himself, right now, the corruption, who exposing? It was Mr. Zarzar. Yes. So the man, what he did when he was superintendent, they gave him some money. They call it the social development funds. The social development fund is the money that goes to the county from the companies. There are companies that go to the county to do stuff, and so they give the community some money. So they gave me Senator Teahjay. They gave him $50,000. He concealed the money, and then later the news came up. So when the lawmaker Mr. Zarzar confronted him, the man he got angry. He went to the county and got on the radio and said, "You know what? The reason your county development funds are not coming is because Mr. Zarzar refused to sign." So the people called Mr. Zarzar in the county. He went there. While you were on the radio to the people, why he asked him, because it was true that he didn't sign for some money to go to the county. So the people say, "Is that true?" What the Teahjay said? He said, "Yes." The reason is the man took 50,000 of your money and he did not report it to us or to the county. So I'm afraid to sign for $4 million to come to the county. Yeah. And so, but he was explaining, he was on the radio, and then the man came, Senator Teahjay was the superintendent, but then he came with boys, they burst into the radio station and put the lawmaker outside. Yes. They later put the man out. He doesn't want the man to explain. And so that's how.
And how is that possible? How elaborate on that?
How is it possible?
Milton has that whole. It sounds like he is powerful down there. Like he's gonna just get into a radio station and put somebody out. Like,
yeah, he got there.
Why is it allowed?
Why? It's violence. Violence. Nobody permits violence.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the guys they went there and attacked the lawmaker, and his supporters wanted to retaliate, but he said no. This is not how we do it. Civilized people. We don't fight. And that's how he left. He didn't report to the people. He went to Morovia and he reported down on the floor. And that's how they called Senator. But then he was a superintendent for the county. They called him, and then they queried him. He couldn't explain. They put him in jail for 3 days. Yeah. So all these things. Besides, and that's how Mr. Zarzar started doing investigation. Because as a lawmaker, you have 3 major responsibilities: oversight, representation, and then lawmaking. And so you are providing oversight now because of the $50,000. He started monitoring the activities of Senator then Superintendent Romeo Quioh. Yeah, and so he amalgamated a document. He put a document together, and he outlined those things that the money they stole in the county, and that's how the GAC, the General Auditing Commission. And then the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, because of the report he submitted, they went and audited the county administration under Senator Teahjay. And after the audit was completed, they found out that the guys, they invested over $4 million in the county. They left 72 projects abandoned. And you have to understand on Ellen Johnson said leave, the country was doing relatively good because the people were sending a lot of money. So that's how they sent all that money to the man. The people marked 74 projects to be undertaken in the county. The guys abandoned the project. The report is all you have to do, go Google LACC report Liberia or GSC report Liberia County. It will pop up for you. You see the money, the guys. Yeah. And you see
So
the money.
All of this happened before he got elected as a senator.
Yeah. So so after the report came up, the guy said the people say it was politically motivated because it was election time. Because he had already declared his intention to run. So he said the report was politically motivated. And so, however, when he ran, he won. Yes. But after that, they took him to court. Why you were in power, they took him to court and you were declared guilty. Yes. And so if you look at a whole lot of things on Senator Teahjay, if you even look at the county right now, all the lawmakers, like I said, even the late Nambwe Law was committed to supporting Mr. Zarzar. Darke, I'm quite sure he will support Mr. Zarzar because looking at the political calculation right now in the county, there is something they call seniority in the House of Representatives or in Congress as a matter of fact. And so the longer you stay there, the better your chance if you want to go up, So the speakership, for example, Krah Darke stands a better chance. When he wins the district again, that means he's eligible to contest the speakership in the House. And he has a better chance to get it because he has money. Krah Darke is one of the guys that has money in the county. And so he wouldn't want to forfeit the opportunity because I had a conversation with him and that's something he wants to do. But then he wanted to contest against Senator Teahjay, but he said Senator Zarzar wants to run, he would rather meet in his district, win, and then maybe become Speaker of the House. So that's a possibility. So obviously, if you have district number 3, it's a no-go zone for Senator Teahjay. Maybe you'll win some vote in Kolo's town. The Reverend who sat down when people burst people's eyes, people got killed. So maybe they will win some people in his town because that's the only town in Sado County that is supporting Senator Teahjay, Camel Town. So that's the only area that they will win some vote. But the whole district number 3, is under the political belt of Mr. Zarzar. District number 2 or number 1 is under Krah Darke. And Krah Darke is supporting Mr. Zarzar.
Okay.
So now, district number 2 was Nambwe Law, but Nambwe Law is no more. So now we don't know who's going to go in that district. But Krah Darke has vouched that nobody, the enemies of Nambwe Law, will not stay in that seat. And the guys that want to go there, Senator Teahjay he tried to send it's some former COS right now, Nambwe Otello Nambwe, to be in that seat. And Otello Nambwe has not even sympathized with the bereaved family. The lawmaker died. He wants to be the representative. He hasn't called the family to, or maybe he put out a public statement. We are not seeing anything for him. And Krah Darke is a very close friend of Nambwe Law. They were buddies. The guy that called Senator Teahjay, he hasn't paid anything. I mean, the other day, the lawmaker getting a report to us who has paid towards the burial of the man. And Senator Teahjay has not even sympathized with the family as well. And he's supporting Otello Nambwe to go take the man's seat. And the people at Jirepo, they love Nambwe Law. So they're not going to sit back for that man to get Senator Teahjay off a ball to go in Nambwe Law's seat. And they were not even friends first place. Nambwe Law. So Krah Darke would not like the memories of a brother for somebody. It will be an insult to the memories of Nambwe Law if Senator Teahjay off the ball goes over there. But I'll give you the opportunity to say one or two.
But so Nambwe Law, the thing is, I understand the friendship ties that's all to it, but it should be based on people how they've served the community. You understand? Right. So I get the part with him not being friends with certain people and not being, but when it comes to who should temporarily fill the seat until, I guess, when it's time for election, I feel that it should be based on the person's service and not friendship basis.
Okay,
Who
let me
liked who.
X-ray. Let me X-ray the guy who wants to occupy Nambe's seat. Let me
Right.
X-ray his history a little bit for you. Otello Nambe was he was his chief of office staff for Senator Teahjay, and the Sinkon statutory district. You have to understand the deficit of employment opportunity in the country, and so the Sinkon district it was passed into law under the administration of Judy Bryant, But for whatever reason, the guy politicized the whole thing, and it was just there. It was already passed into law. All left was for people to get appointed and then start running. That would create some jobs in the place. So Mr. Zarzar doing Ellen Johnson's administration and other guys, the lawmakers, they were trying to make sure that they operationalized that district. But Senator Teahjay and other guys and Otello Nambe, you know what they did? They crafted a bill and they said that the district was a Boca district. It was a fake district. Yeah, so for the time Ellen Johnson said he was in power, our people
So the people were not getting anything.
No.
Wow.
They were on a job. Recently they got confirmed. So Otello Nambe, you have to understand, he was the chief of office staff for Senator Teahjay. So they want to work on that bill to say the Boca district. And when Jawia came again, they brought the same rhetoric. They brought the same rhetoric up, and Jawia being a pro-poor man, or the administration, pro-poor administration, they passed that into law. And that's how people now get employment. The same Otello Kojo man right now, a lot of people call him Kojo because, he's a Ghana man that naturalized in Liberia. So, what he did was he was his fiscal superintendent for Saryorpodeh County, under Prosper Brown. When Prosper Brown was the superintendent for the county. You know what he did? The guy was, because you don't understand, he was his chief of office staff for Senator Teahjay. And so before even Prosper Brown got the position, guess what he did? Senator Teahjay opposed Prosper Brown. He said he didn't want Prosper Brown because Prosper Brown is not a dripple guy. He's a sapo man. It wasn't based on his qualification. He didn't say, the man is not qualified for the position. He doesn't have the credentials. No.
Tribe.
Yeah, it tried, And so, but anyway, to appease Senator Teahjay, they say, okay, we will need somebody to be the fiscal superintendent. The same man that said, they want a dripple man, instead of bringing dripple man to occupy that position, he sent Otello Kojo, the chief of office staff, to be the fiscal superintendent for Saryorpodeh County. And the reason he did that, because Prosper Brown was recommended by Mr. Zarzar. And so when he succeeds, it will be a political boom for Mr. Zarzar. And so what he did was he instructed Otello Kojo to undermine Prosper Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, so Prosper Brown, under Prosper Brown administration, the county will on a standstill. When it comes to development, nothing was going on in the county. This is the man now that wants to be a representative. Looking at a record. And the man there was a statement written that certain students should be removed from the scholarship list because they were supporting certain political characters in the county. And these are just a little bit of
I thought scholarship is based on the merit of your academic
you're looking at it from the Western
qualities.
perspective.
Oh, okay.
That's the Western way.
All right. The Liberian way.
Yeah, so that's so you have all these things going on. And so district number 2, once we have that district secure, district number 1 and 2 or 3 already, they are already in the political circumference of Mr. Zarzar. So district number 2, once you get that, so it will be a political avalanche for against Senator Teahjay in 2023. Yes, we are quite sure of that. I can go on and on, but just to be succinct, so we can go on. So let's go to the last talking point here for today. Just wanted to get this out of the way. All right, now let's get to this one. This one I call this women and politics. What does Liberia stand to gain with more women in government? You want to tackle that first, since you are a female? I don't want to be sexist here, though.
Well, you're definitely not sexist, especially if you promote females a lot. So I think Liberia would be it'll be a better place if we have more females in politics. The thing about it is females, in politics or outside of politics, running an organization or government, any entity, we tend to do better. I mean, not because I'm a female, but we just tend to do better. And I was so super proud of the fact that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, uh, who happens to be, I believe, Africa's first and only female president. I'll stand to be corrected, but first.
Yeah, go ahead.
So so you can disagree with her politics, but I think she put Liberia way in front. It's like we were in front of the whole world. Like we are ahead when it comes to empowering women and including women into that. A lot of other females behind her had that dream and had that assurance that yes, if this female can do it, educated, smart, then I can do it. Because back then, I mean, we all know from time immemorial, females were not. People think we were just good for the kitchen, perhaps. You cook, you born babies, and that's it. But now you can see females making a big impact in the world. And even it was a huge thing, even for America here, watching Hillary Clinton going, clinching the nomination for her party, and then, running against, a man. And then even recently, I was so impressed now having Kamala Harris be, picked as a vice president, like a running mate for Joe Biden. I think that's inspiring to a lot of young women, and I think it's a good thing for Liberia to have females out there. Because my thing is, my thing is, what I will say is, for time immemorial, like the men been running the country, and where they have led us, nowhere, right? Nowhere. So I know Ellen Johnson had an opportunity, and I know everybody can argue. We can all argue. Some people say she did great. Other people say, oh, she didn't do nothing, and corruption, and this and that. And then, but the thing about it is, even with her being there, one of the things she should have done too is to maybe include a lot of females, because you have these men in there, and I just feel that women make better decisions, quite honestly.
So you honestly, I mean, in your view, Ellen made a better decision for Liberia?
I wouldn't say she made better decisions, because I know a lot of the things that she did and led Liberia. It made it difficult now for even our current president. For instance, having people making all these money, all these representatives and senators, I don't think they are worth all that money, quite honestly. And now that it was in place, I don't know, it's difficult, and everybody say, oh, it's in the law, and these people, they make their own salary, they do this, they do that. So for that piece of it, I wouldn't say all the time, but I will say, like you mentioned earlier in one of the pieces, that during her time, at least, yes, she was corrupt, I get it, but she was getting help also. I will say she was getting help. Not that she was a better president than President we are. She was getting help, but then the country was okay, especially when it comes to the war, the stabilizing the country. She did good on that. I'm gonna give her that, because she was the real first elected. I'm not gonna count Charles Taylor in that president since after the war, and everything went okay during her time. There are a lot of things. People would say things to her and speak to her in any way, insult her, this and that. You didn't hear her, come after, but she was very intelligent, I should say. So she may not have made all the right decisions, but I think she made some good decisions. And I think with women being more women being in politics in Liberia, we will go somewhere.
All right. So all right, but let's visit. Let's look at the. I know you had to defend the female for sure, but but Ellen, for me, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, given the huge support she got from the country, right now we have a vice president in the country. I don't see what the ladies are doing right now. I mean, even if you look at those lawmakers in Congress that are female,
Mm-hmm.
they are more so pushing their party agenda than the people's agenda. You know, they pay attention more. So, I mean, if you have more females, say for example, in parliament,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, are they going to do their own thing apart from what the party
The
wants to
party
do?
says.
Yeah. So, I mean, even the young lady that just died, that just passed away,
Right.
may also rest in peace, Mona. Mona was
Mm-hmm.
vocal, she was outspoken, but she was more so partisan. You know,
Okay.
and so if you're a female, I don't think it's the gender, it's the individual. You know, so
Okay.
yeah, because there was a law, maybe they were trying to make a special law for females to occupy certain seats in the country, but I don't think that's the way forward. It should be individual stuff. You know, if you're a good person, you're a good person, whether you're male or female. You know, but
Yeah,
the
but
idea, yeah,
mhm.
go ahead.
There are a lot of good females. The thing about it is the men don't give the females a chance.
Well, what do you
They
mean when you say they don't give them the chance? What do you mean?
like they look at females, especially if you're strong minded, if you are they look at you as negatively, like it's not your place. Like you shouldn't be in this place. How dare you? Like you should be maybe somewhere, especially in Africa. Africa, we really like some of us have come, to the Western world, and we've seen how females are being encouraged to do a lot of things. But Africa, we're getting there little by little. We're doing. There has been some progress. We are getting there, but we have to have diversity in every way. Have females because our daughters are growing up, and we want to be sure that they can be able to compete with these men in whatever job they're qualified for.
But when you say females are talked down, what do they say? What do the men say to them, or what do they, specifically what do they do?
I think it's just that to me that like quite frankly all I don't know how many females are in the House of Representatives or all these things, but we hear about the men all the time. And it's probably be a handful of females. I'm not even sure if I can't count on my head. I don't know females that are they're in Liberia I'm talking about. And
Yeah,
all we
a
hear
few of them.
about are the men constantly, the lawmakers are, or because we don't hear them. I don't know if they are there, like you said, not pushing an agenda, or they are just there sitting there, or is it like they have been silenced? I'm not sure, but I rarely hear about them.
Yeah, but Porleah, the thing too is, if you want something, the men should not call you. It's a democracy. And
Right.
so let's take in the context of Liberia, too, are more females in Liberia than males, right? And so
Yeah.
if we have, yeah, you have to contest for a position in order to get it. So if you look, I think we'll have one female senator in the whole country. Yeah, yeah, I think Youngly
Mm.
Kanga Lawrence or Grand Basso, and I think her position is up right now, and she's going against the men. So I think
Mm.
you have to compete, and should be able to. You have some ideas that you should sell to the people. I know it's tough for
Okay.
the females, especially with the
Because the mindset of
primary
not
system.
necessarily the men in Congress or the men in the representative, but the mindset of the whole country. So if a female running against a male, it's like pretty much 9 times out of 10 that man will win. It's a mindset.
So, but
And
do you think there should be some seats specifically set aside for females in the
absolutely
country?
no, absolutely not. I mean, I believe in people working for what they should. Females should be able to work for whatever title or whatever thing that they're gonna get. There shouldn't be a seat set aside and say, "Oh, this has to be for a female." My thing is, the whole country should be open-minded with seeing women vying for these positions and giving them a
Okay,
chance.
are you against affirmative action? Because at some of the programs, they are even in the West, where they have,
I know why you have to have certain. The same thing with blacks in schools and
right,
say, okay, you have to have certain black students in your
right.
school. But I think I'm not against that. I think that's a good thing. But the way it's set up is not any black, you're not just going to put students there because they're black, right?
But
You have to
they give
choose,
you privileges.
they give you have to be able to meet the criteria, but it has to be black. So even let's say you 5% of the student you're going to accept should be black. Well, you should be able to get 5% good black students from applications that would come through. You can't tell me that, oh, all these people, they're not qualified enough, so I'm putting white people in that spot. The chances are high you will get good black students. Okay, but when it comes to politics, it's like people have to vote people in, especially when it comes to, I can understand with appointed jobs. If it's a minister position or something like that, that's appointed job. That one, the president or whoever can make that decision and say, okay, we have maybe 15 ministers in the country. We want at least 3 of them or 5 of them to be females. You can appoint that. You will surely find 5 good females that you can appoint to be ministers. But when it comes to elections, you have to be elected. So, and like you said, they should be able to push their own agenda forward instead of us just picking. I mean, it's going to be hard for you to even pick somebody to be senator or representative because they have to fight for it. They have to.
Look at it this way too, because I mean, Liberia, like every country, you have the political parties. So in Liberia, they have all the political parties too, and maybe you have more men or female vying for certain position, and so they have to do the so-called primary. So if you have more men participating, I mean, because more men are active in politics than females in Liberia. So if you're doing party primary, for example, the men might be more likely to vote for a man versus a female. I mean, you have to do maybe go extra mile. So that's why I'm still pushing that question, whether the certain seats should be set aside specifically only for female candidates to contest for.
That will make sense, but how many? So what if you don't get that many females to contest for you to fill that seat? So
I mean, once you have, go ahead.
Putting some kind of bar or some kind of restrictions and say, oh, in the House of Representatives we have so maybe 30 representatives. 5 of these seats should be females. Now, if you do not have those people willing, those females coming up, so elections have come and maybe other people vote, and then we come up with 4 of them. So what happens to that one? You leave it empty, or you just say, okay, these 5 seats, only females should run in there, and then I don't know how exactly. Only females should run for these 5 seats.
Yeah, yes, only females. And
okay, that way you could get some good ones.
Yeah, it will encourage more females. Let's take the little girl, for example, the young girl, Yuri. I mean, she's very active in politics. See what happened to her one time. She was, a vehicle was burned or something. So both females are kind of intimidated, they're afraid to participate. But if you make it such that, one of the females will be contesting for the position, even though they will have male supporters, but it will be, female candidates, it will have.
For this. That makes sense. I mean, I think that can fly because
think about, but if you look at it too.
Okay, I can't. It's like it's breaking through.
Yeah. So, you're not hearing me?
I hear you now. I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah. So that's that's something that you can think about. But if you look at it on the other hand, I think that was your fear. Would be like the females are not on the same level as the men, and that's why we setting seats aside, you know. So if you have a playing field even for everybody, so maybe if I think about it this way, it should be like let the laws be enforced, everybody be protected equally. I mean, that way I think the intimidation. I mean, if somebody does something, they should be brought before the author of law. I think once the law is properly enforced in the country, I mean, everybody will be comfortable. But where, I mean, people will be attacked and no action is taken, so the woman will be like, you know what? Let me not put myself in harm's way.
Let's just leave it. Yeah, because women get into the race and these men insult them and do all kinds of things. What you're saying do makes sense though, because it's just like, if you look at it, just like a women basketball team and a men basketball team. You don't have the women and the men playing in the same arena together, mix. You know what I mean? So you have the female teams. Obviously, you would get good. You go and recruit. You would get the best females from your recruitment to be able to join that basketball team or soccer team or whatever it is. So that makes a lot of sense. You still would get good females, and then that would make them more comfortable knowing that, okay, it's me against another females, and we don't have to, you know, like some of the things the men do to scare the females away. They're so rude and arrogant towards them. When it comes to election, people like lose it all, you know, they do all kinds of stuff. So that makes sense. I don't know how that's, hopefully that's a suggestion that you can put forward.
You know, I think you have a point. I think it depends on the kind of females, because I don't think all females are good just the same way all men and all males are not good. So if you look at Rwanda, for example, they got a good number of females in parliament, you know, and Rwanda is one of the countries that's doing good in Africa. You know, so say, for example, you have more females in parliament, the issue of rape will be dealt with. You know, I think they will be robust on that. But right now we have a general minister in the country who is a female, but if you see the rape is at a, you know, is exponentially high in the country. You know, so how the previous president of the nation is a female, and you still have these,
and still
you currently have a female vice president. And so
and not pushing that agenda, pushing that,
right. So that, I mean, I don't know whether it's a agenda or just the way the system is set up. I don't know for sure.
You know what? To be honest with you, for me, Liberia, I just feel like we just need a complete different outsider to run Liberia.
Oh, yeah. So you want to trust the system?
Because I have given up on Liberia. You put the men there, they messed up. You put the females there, they don't do much better either. So it's like I've given up on Liberia, you know. So
I think I keep trying the women. Maybe if you have more women, for example,
you might get some cool ones eventually.
Because if you have more females, for example, they will not. I mean, the way the men looking, they will have girlfriends all over the place. The women will not be like that.
Right.
You know. So I think the resources will be directed in the right areas. I mean, even though it's not all kids, you know, but you know, the men, when they have all these girls, even though it's another way too. I mean, but I think it should be legal. You can't be a minister and go to, you know, an 18-year-old girl, you know. But you know, I think polygamy is not frowned on in the country. So if you want to have multiple, let it be legal. You know, let it go through the legal process if you want to acquire it. Yeah, because it helps if you look at it too. Porleah, let's just say the man is a minister, he has 4 women. Those women will not be broke, you know. So that's another way to reduce poverty in the country. But I think it should not be little girls, you know, because if you're a minister, you got to be a moral example.
Exactly.
To those young ones. Yeah. So you shouldn't do quick pro with a girl. Oh, you come to me and then I give you money. So I think the females will be good.
And now the young girls, they're exploiting little children, but that would be a topic for another day, because that's one of the things I want to speak on.
All right. So I think you have. If you have a thought there, go ahead. Let me not call you
No, no,
off.
no, 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 no. That's what I was gonna say. I said that would be a topic for another day. Like the whole Liberia with rape and molestation and all that stuff going on. Yeah, that would be something I would want to speak on. Not today, but I think that would be
Another
for
time.
another show.
Okay, that makes for a good place to start for the day. So what I want to do is to give your closing thoughts and comments, and maybe I'll play the music I'll play so you can see Ellen achievement. That would make the women know to be just
Feel good
supportive.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh well. I just want to say thank you for everyone that joined in. I could not see. I couldn't see the comments. Unfortunately, I couldn't see the comments. And I can't see you when I can see anybody. But even in next time, hopefully we'll get a
Yeah, we'll get us settled.
get it settled so I can see everyone. But thank you for joining. It was exciting for me to be on, and I'm looking forward to doing it. So thank you, Esoteric, for having me on.
You're welcome. No problem.
Everyone have a blessed day. Continue to stay safe.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's the voice of Sano. That's the edition for our Saturday. We're going to be doing it 2 days a week. So we'll talk behind the scene. We'll bring, if there's anything, we'll put out notification out there so you can know what's going on. Yeah, but I want to say thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you, your comments, your coming on here, sharing the show for us. Do that because guess what? We have a scholar now. Today is the first day, so she kind of a little bit moderate.
I know.
She doesn't want to scare people away, so you have to share the show. She has a lot of show, and gradually she'll get comfortable, and you will get a lot from her. And of course, Saryorpodeh is the auditorium of information, and so we're going to give it to you unembellished. We'll give it to you professionally. And
Well, that's
Okay, the question, there's a question from the elder here, Elder Tusua is asking that what is your position on the female ingot? What is that? On the female ingot. I don't know what he meant to say. What is my position of females going in the house or something like that? That's something I support, and that's why I actually promote gender equity on the platform. Who are taking a man to be my co-host, but I want to bring different perspective to the forum. So obviously, I got all my children. My children, they are all girls. So I wanted to be. I mean, I'm not trying to be biased, but I think, yeah, but I think for sure, a lot of things will fall in place. It will have a lot of females in parliament. I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to have some challenges, but a lot of things are going on right now. The females, I mean, the health area, I don't think they want to join the men, even though they're doing it right now. But because it predominated the male, if the females want to do certain things, the male will vote on it because it's a vote, and the vote goes. But if you have more of them, so if you want to build, you want good health facility in the country, I think they will be strong on that. I mean, even though domestic, the way you guys are nurtured, I mean, domestically, I mean, what you do at home doesn't translate necessarily into government. But I think the women, you guys are compassionate set of people. Yeah, even some are cruel for sure, like the men. Yeah, but I support that. I'm in for that. I think females so we should encourage our ladies so that they can they're giving it a shot the way we have men in the majority. Let's try and see how it plays out. Yeah. All right, so that's what I think, Reverend. Thank you for the question. And Porleah, I want to say have a beautiful day. I want to play the music for you. You can stick around so you can listen. I saw you dancing earlier. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so that's excellent. Let people to dance. I mean, I don't know how to dance.
And y'all be seeing me dancing every once in a while.
Yeah, I gotta spice it up, Okay, guys, this is how we're doing it for the day. Thank you so much for joining the voice
Giving you your flowers
with Esoteric and Porleah Krah.
For providing good leadership. We are giving you your flowers, man, for making us so happy. We are giving you your flowers for restoring our dignity. Thank you, mama. Thank you. Thank you, mama. Thank you. Thank you, mama. For this nation, Liberia. Mama Ellen, thank you. Mama Ellen, thank you. Mama Ellen, thank you. I remember when you took the mom to our leadership in 2006. Everything was apart and the center couldn't even hold. We want to thank you, mama, for putting our pieces back together. Oh, thank you, mama, for giving us sense of direction. Oh, thank you, mama, for restoring our dignity. Oh, thank you, mama, for peace and security. Oh yes, thank you, mama, for bringing back our integrity. How can we let you go? Never say how happy we are. How can we let you go, mama? We're going to appreciating you. Oh, mama, can we let you go? We're celebrating with you. Mama Ellen, thank you.
Thank you, Mama Ellen, for your service.
Mama Ellen, thank you.
Sorry, guys.
You're out? Okay.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right.
Mama Ellen, thank you. We cannot name all the good things you have done, but we will try to mention few of them. Thank you for the road from Morovia to Buchanan. Thank you for the road from Kakata to Beaumont. Thank you for the road all the way to Nima County. From Nima County, from Kanda all the way to Guinea border. Thank you, mama. Thank you for the bridges. We want to thank you for providing opportunity within the private sector, mama. Thank you for electricity. Thank you for the hard road. We want to thank you for improvement in the education sector, mama. Community college in most counties in Liberia. Thank you, mama, for the road from Freeport to Raleigh. Oh, thank you, mama, for women and youth empowerment. Mama, thank you for improvement in the health sector. Hey, thank you, mama, for freedom of expression, fighting corruption, and ensuring transparency. So thank you, mama, and thank you for everything you've done for this country. Can you run and get a beat on your mama will bring you? Hey, mama. All right. Mama, thank you for fighting and beating Ebola. Thank you for bringing back our surprise, mama. For your selflessness, for giving hope to the children, and giving voice to the women. Thank you for your sacrifices. We want to thank you as the mother of Africa. The children of Africa just want to say, oh, man. Press mama. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for following the voice to sign as well. Reverend Sua, thanks for following the show. Brightness, Dre, Pretty Star. Yeah, that's the first lady of voice to sign though. Miss Agnes Siso, blah. That's what's up? Thanks for following the show. That's James Mama. How you doing? Thanks for following the show. Kidru Gurju Goa, what's up? Thanks for following the show. Albert Gibba, what's up? Comrade, what's going on? Thanks for following the show. Amara, what's up? Thanks for following us. Ezekiel, thanks for your contribution. Musa, thanks for joining us. Joe Wa, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Mr. Hotel Kolo, actually, thanks for joining the show. Mr. Panto, that's Helena, how you doing? Thanks for following the show. C. Lester Red, thanks for following us. I want to say J Doe, what's up? Thanks for following the show. Vera Johnson, thanks for following us. That's Jeremy Weir or Weir. How you doing? Thanks for following the show. Anita, thanks for following Williams. Mane, thanks for following the show. That's T. Samuel Panto, thanks for following us. Anthony Dixon, thanks for following Geraldine Verdio. Victoria Davis, if you like. Sylvester Pine, thanks for following Alfred Tar. That's Taylor, thanks for General Jackson. William Doris Tapet, thanks for following us. I also see Cooley Morris and President Francis Clare Myers and others. Those